Hey, what's up? It's Ambrose, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing my story on how I started a business at 19 years old and grew it into a 7-figure advertising business. Now, this is going to be the first segment of a series of videos taken from Google's annual Black History Month event, where they celebrate the coming together of young, inspirational tech founders. Enjoy.
Cool, thank you.
Brilliant, thanks. I know there's a lot of burning questions, but on to the next. Ambrose Cooke, co-founder of Fanbytes.
Hi guys, my name's Ambrose, and thank you for the very generous title, Inspirational Tech Founders. I think actually if you go to the next couple of slides, we have a picture of, can we go to the next couple of slides? Back one. Yeah, so next one. Yeah, so in short, we help brands win on Snapchat. And it's kind of funny because a few years ago, I remember being in the crowd here, and it was actually, I know there's a guy called Ken Olisa who normally speaks here, but it was an event called the Powerless Foundation, which is where I met my business partner. And I always tell this joke about how I met him. I was in the audience, and Ken Olisa said, take a good look to your left and a good look to your right, because you could be sitting next to your future business partner right now. And I kind of looked over and just saw him sitting there and thought, there's no way in hell that I'm working with that guy. But it turned out that we're both Ghanaian and whatnot, so why not give it a go? And now you probably think I look quite young as well. I'm 23 now, and so whenever people ask me when did you start Fanbytes, it really depends how you count, because I met my business partner 4 years ago now when I was 19. I was in my second year of university, and I just was really, really keen to start a business of some sort. So I went to like every single entrepreneurship event or business event, and then when I came across him there, he kind of came to me and said, hey, I'm looking for a co-founder, do you want to do this with me? And then it kind of went from there. I was very unsure at first. I mean, I was just trying it out, and then I was still feeling out things like consultancy, banking, took a few internships, but over time, because it was kind of like, I was de-risking it by being at university and be able to self-fund ourselves, it got to a stage where I was able to then take the leap and actually, say no to the jobs and actually do this full time. Now, so just a bit more about our journey. So we started out doing a lot of stuff on YouTube, actually. So we kind of had two major pivots. One was to YouTube and another one was to Snapchat. And really that just comes down to not really knowing what we're doing. Again, the first business idea we had was we called it Bandsy as well, which is a terrible name. I don't know why we called it Bandsy. But we were trying to connect or help musicians to get their fans more engaged. So this literally meant that I was going around trying to call people like Adele and get her to go jet skiing with her fans. Like, of course she wouldn't do that, right? But over time, we realized that many lessons, like rather than trying to build a nice to have, solve an actual problem. So the problem we're trying to solve here now is we realize that brands are struggling to get in front of millennials and in particular Generation Z. And by allowing them to do this through social influencers, which is where these 13 to 25-year-olds are right now, they're not on traditional TV, then they get a lot more engagement and they can do this on a much larger scale. So that's what we do, and yeah, I mean, I'll be happy to answer any questions in the Q&A a bit later.
So, but there's one thing that just pops to mind. How did you get the first brand on board, and how did you gain confidence?
Yeah, so how we got the first brand on board, I'll talk about in the first kind of model on YouTube. So we basically did what we do now on Snapchat, but on YouTube with YouTube influencers, etc. And the first brand that we got on board was a company called GoApe. You know GoApe, the adventures and whatnot. And it was actually quite lucky how we got them on board, because we just wanted to get the YouTubers to go and do like a day in like a GoApe adventure or whatever. And we said, oh, can you film it as well and put it on YouTube? And they then, they put it up for free, and then we didn't realize that you could actually charge brands for that. So our business model wasn't even advertising then. It was really to just get the YouTubers to do these experiences with their fans. And then we realized, wait, hold on, we can actually charge them for this. And I remember the conversation we had with them was like, oh, so they were like, so we'd pay you this, how much do you want? They asked us how much we want for this deal. And then we said, I don't know, how's £150? And then they were like, deal, done. We're like, yes. I mean, it's true. We could have charged way more. But that was our naivety, and that's kind of like how we fell into the business model. So this isn't the best way to go about starting a business. I mean, we could have done it a lot quicker, but the point is through perseverance and learning from our mistakes and figuring out what works, and then looking for mentors to push in the right direction, we were able to get our first clients on board and then build a brand around it.
Great, it's fantastic.